Okay, I saved this up for like 2 whole hours, so this game better not disappoint me. I didn't look at the time control before I started it. That's fine. I mostly don't know what happens. Okay, completely blind, but not live game. I just left it on 0-0 and went back to work for like 2 hours, but now work is gone and I'm back. We're going to have Gragas top against top and jungle are swapped. I'm assuming it's because they're top set they can't top, so they demanded a Rengar jungle. But it's gonna be a Rock going up against Gragas. Vi jungle against Gragas, not Vi jungle against the Rengar, Sylas mid against Lissandra. Bot lane's going to be Misfortune Bard going up against Samira, Leona. Very interesting matchup up top. It's not Gragas top is not something that's often seen. Although the last time I saw one, he completely destroyed me, just because he outputs so much damage just with Night Harvester. It's an item that's really good for Gragas. You'd be surprised how fast a fat man can move around once he builds it, and he deals so much damage too. The burst can definitely catch somebody unaware, especially Malphite, which tends to look at this team, probably go MR first and then armor second, and then Greg gets 2 items to start shredding you. It's going to be an interesting matchup, although I do suppose no matter what happens, Malphite is going to really default to one of 3 options, which is either Sunfires, and much less commonly compared to Sunfires are the other 2 alternatives, which is either Camp Tank or Grasp. It won't be Frostfire Grasp in this matchup. At least I hope not. So it's probably going to be Sunfire like 90% of the time, and if things are really going sideways, you probably pick up Camp Tank instead. Going for that trade. That's not a very good trade here, all things considered. It's Grasp versus Comet, so walking up into this face, Malphite actually slightly loses out on that because Gragas has the Grasp to sustain him, and now he's walking into the minion wave, getting another slap. There's a level 1 belly slam, and that is Malphite squarely losing that trade. You can't play like that in lane against the Gragas. The amount of passive sustain that the Gragas can get in the top lane is quite interesting. He's not somebody that... because you could chunk him down, but if the lane stagnates, he can gradually heal himself up, while his laners probably can't, just by drinking. Gragas is very hardy when it comes to early game brawling. And having belly slam level 1, not ideal. Probably Q is better. Rengar just walks in. What is he doing? He doesn't get bound up by the Bard. He eats the ignite from Bard, steps over a shrine and leaves, and that's his entire contribution to that gank. So 3 minutes in, that's going to be Rengar's first appearance. 3 camps down. What is the Vi doing? Vi is camping on the other side of the wall, but she's not going to do anything fancy here. Samira dropping very low. She needs to try to get out. And there's the Gragas. He's level 3. Belly slam will do it. No, he's going to slam the cast down and then follow it up with the belly slam. That is a winning trade for him. Unless he walks up. What is he doing? He takes a tower shot. He's a seismic shard in return, but it doesn't even matter. He still ends up with more health than the Malphite at the tail end. That Misfortune gets healed up by the Caretaker Shrine. Now she's going in. Vi's on the other side. She has a charge Wall Breaker getting right now, but she's not going to do it. Zenith's Blade will miss, but Leona flashes in with the stun. The Rengar gets the first blood with the claw. And now here comes the Wall Breaker. She needs to hit the Samira, but she completely whiffs it. Samira goes for the Wild Rush, and she's out of there. Rengar needs to get back to the brush and make another pounce, but these 3 people are so low, and they're splitting their damage. Nobody's focusing the same target. Vi gets 1 kill. She'll finally be taken down here. There's no buff transfer. It's already timed out. The Rengar's on the side, and it's a double kill. It works out for the red team, simply because blue team has no reinforcements, but man, they played that really badly. The cask slams onto the Malphite yet again. He's actually doing kind of fine now. The Gragas is out of charges on the Corrupting Pot, but he's still walking up. He's still dealing with 1 charge on Corrupting Pot. And the cookie. There's the Malphite. He eats the cookie, but he flashes for like 1 CM, and he instantly gets slammed back. That's going to be the end of that. I don't think he can chase from there, but it's going to be flash traded for flash. Miss kills from both sides. 1 more sip of his cask. Gragas is going to be fine. Malphite will miss that cannon. Then they ping out each other's flashes. Both people claiming that they did something, even though that was a clown show. Now we're looking at 5 minutes into the game. Red team is off to the advantage thanks to the whole sequence of events bot lane, and the most valuable part of it is Samira coming out as the survivor of all this. So the AD carry, despite being down in CS, she has the leads in the kills. Gragas comes back, he spotted Dark Seal to increase the longevity of his potions, but hold that out. Here's the Lissandra, she's gonna call in, and root up only one, she missed two. The Sylas goes for the combo and kills her off. Rengar will get it as well, but now the Vi is brawling in close distance. That's not the fight that the Rengar can win. Meanwhile, bot lane, Samira kills the Bard yet again. Very ahead for her, but Miss Fortune's level 4. She needs to farm that wave and somehow crash it. There it is, Leona's level 4, so is Samira. Miss Fortune has to be very careful here to make it rain. Will get the Leona out of the brush for now, but here she comes back in. She's gonna pop the shield up. The Eclipse shield just explodes. Nothing really happens. Sylas comes back in with the Abduct, farming up the wave. Meanwhile, top lane, still a very nice brawl. Cookies to cookies, but now Gragas is down 2 charges of the Corrupting Pot. It's so vital to have that. It's standard pretty much now for most top laners to get Corrupting. Mana is almost as good of a resource as health, and Corrupting is the best way to gain a ton of mana. So looking at the potion economy tells you a lot about the way the lane is swinging. The other way is to just look at the CS, and you can tell the Malphite just not that good at farming. Sylas jacks away the Lissandra's Ice Prison and locks her in with her own tool. And Lissandra's wondering why her prison just damaged herself. She gets solo killed at mid lane by the Sylas, who is getting quite ahead now in that lane matchup. Gragas trades for one more hit against the Malphite, but that was not a good idea. He drew a lot more minion fire. Doesn't even matter because he's over 20 CS. That's 3 waves worth of advantages that he's built up. He's in a very good position now. It's going to be a null magic mantle against the Dark Steel. It's an unstacked Dark Steel, but it gives him more longevity in lane with the cookies he's going to eat. And with his passive just sustains himself as well. The only bad thing is the Gragas has been very stellar at managing his potions. Against someone that he should theoretically be having a lane advantage, he has drank his potions a lot faster than the Malphite. Perhaps he was over-greeding for corrupting damage, but that hurts his ability to pressure the lane. Lissandra's going to claw in. Now it's her turn to lock up the Sylas, and the Leona Roam is here as well. Zenith's Blade to lock him up even further. He goes for the Abduct out, but he has missed it. However, there is the Conqueror heal. It might keep him alive. No, it will not. The Ice Thrall now falls under Lissandra's control, and the explosion is there, but Rengar takes it away. That's going to be a shutdown onto the Vi, but the Leona walks a little bit too far. Bard gets the easiest cleanup kill of all time, and he runs down. Rengar is going to start walking top lane. That is a heavily pushed lane. The Malphite just not having a good time in this lane. He's level 6. He has the ultimate, but is he going to commit the slam? He will not. Rengar has no intention of going top lane. Miss Fortune bounces the bullet onto the Samira, but it doesn't even matter. It's Noon Quiver against the hammer. Ooh, that double up hurts. Malphite's intending on holding the wave at his outer turret, but that's not gonna work. He doesn't have enough minions to establish a freeze. So he just gets to farm up for a slow push. But what is he trying to accomplish with a slow push? Oh, Gragas is not going Night Harvester. He's back for Bommies. So his Bommy Cinder does look like this is gonna be a tank Gragas, which, you know, fair. It's gonna be a Sunfire's Gragas build. And right now he is slapping the Malphite rather hard in this lane. Vi is going for the wall breaker over. Rengar never knew what hit him. He is going to scream and walk away, but there is the Assault Battery coming up, and the Unstoppable Force comes out. It is jacked immediately by Sylas. Sylas walks away, the winner of that trade. He takes one down with him. Vi is 3-3-3. Tiamat and 3 Longswords. That is a very pleasing to look at item bag. Malphite does get killed off. He backs first for Aegis. So it is going to be Sunfires, but he built the wrong first component. His Bommies is so much stronger, and it costs less. It doesn't really make sense that he would go for, you know, it doesn't make sense you go for the Legion component before the Bommies. Bommies is so good. It helps you trade, it helps you farm, it helps you do a lot of things. Aegis is just stats that's somehow more expensive than Bombies. You don't need the stats. Stats don't really scale well when you're on default health. Also, Samira has to be very careful. She tanks a tower shot, but she is out of there. So far, red team still holding on to a lead. Vi is going to walk a little bit up, but there is the Leona engaged. She has no chance of surviving. Master Faye. That might be a reference to something, but I'm not going to say it. The Sneed man is going to dunk, but he swings so slow after the ground slam. It doesn't matter. He's still holding on to a very cushy 3-wave advantage. The Temper Fade comes down. Oh, a beautiful lockdown, but it doesn't even matter. Miss Fortune gets killed off before anything can really happen. The tower was locked up, so it could not help. Lissandra roams up. She does clean up the Gragas. After Gragas has landed the solo kill, let's see that solo kill again. It does seem to be a cask back. And what else? Oh, beautiful. Flash belly slam carry over. And too bad Lissandra was already on her way up. But there is also the Sylas tailing her in close pursuit. He's setting up an ambush in the tri-brush. Oh, but this Lissandra gonna come back here. He's hedging his bets. He's staying here for... He's here for the long haul now. He's gonna wait for Lissandra to clear the wave, and what's she gonna do? Obviously going to sit there and recall, not going to walk back to mid. That would be foolish. Now Sylas is not gonna give up. He forces out the Lissandra claw. Now he's just farming this wave. He has the Liandry's already done. And that's gonna be Lissandra making her way out. She picks up the Luden's Tempest as well as the stopwatch. That's just to match the Sylas items as well. Bard is going to clear the pink ward here at the bot river. He is being very quickly collapsed on. Rengar appears bot yet again. There he is. He pops his own ultimate and jumps down. Miss Fortune just cannot survive. Leona Zenith's place. What is that interaction? She goes to the other side of the walls through it. And there is a solar flare. Beautiful lockdown. Death Center. She is tanking the tower, but is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. The Eclipse Shield. It's not enough. It blows her flash and she still dies to the tower, but that is a worthwhile trade here for a red team. Rengar gets that double kill. He is going to walk away a rich man. Now it's Sylas' turn to come top, and this is the Vi coming down here to visit. Sylas tanks 2 tower shots. Vi will immediately walk breaker away. That's not the gank you can commit to, but that's going to be 3 top. Lissandra teleports in to help. Meanwhile, bot lane, that's going to be first tower here for red team. They are going to take it. Top lane, though, there is a fight brewing. Sylas is still staying. He is critical health, but he just needs to Kingslayer once, assuming he doesn't get immediately locked down. The Rengar tosses out the Bola. He's going to hop back into the brush, go for another jump. He's going to Bola again. One more charge will make him 5 ferocity. The Cosmic Binding will not hit. There is the, whatever Samira W is called, blocking out the Make It Rain, or bullet time rather. Temper Fade finally comes down. This would have been a good time to press R on MF, but it's not going to be enough. Miss Fortune gets the 600 gold shutdown, and Samira has nowhere to go. Meanwhile, top lane, what the hell happened here? Leona was trying to arrive, but she gets caught out in the try, and there is gonna be the Herald drop. It's just one Malphite up here alone. What can he do here? Probably not much. He should just get out. If you see the Herald drop, oh, he's committing for the kill. He does get the Sylas. Not going to give him the chance to Kingslayer. That is a good kill picking up by the Malphite, but now he has to run, and he has no tools to get out with. The wall breaker locks him down. He is going to flash. It's not going to be enough. He needs to Seismic Shard the Vi yet again. He does go for it. Juke this. Hit. Oh, barely. Vi will miss. And Lissandra goes for the Glacial Prison and locks her up nice and tight, mopping up the kill. Meanwhile, the Herald is still alive? No, it's not. The Herald is not alive, but that's going to be a tower traded up top. All things considered, worked out really well here for red team. Just don't look at Malphite CS. Don't worry about it. He probably doesn't need CS, right? This Malphite. Now the game stagnates yet again. We have 2 hyperfed members here on red team. We have a Rengar sitting on early, very early Dusk play, so he can go around and make a lot of map plays. And we have a Samira with 6 kills. The Jack Solar Flare comes out. Can that be enough burst to finish Lissandra? Remember, she no longer has her own ultimate. She does get lit on fire, so now she has to try to run away. But the Rengar is here. He wants the kill. He does so much damage. He gets shielded up, or cloaked up rather, by the Duskblade reset, and he's out of there, just destroying the Sylas. It wasn't even close. Leona walks in. Oh, and the Shield of Daybreak. It took the red buff away. She does pop the Blast Cone, send the Vi to the other side. The Temper Fate comes down and locks up the Samira. There's a Gragas is coming down. The bullet time locks up the Samira, and the explosive cast will finish the job just in case. The barrel comes down as well. And that is going to be Samira taken down as well. Red team overextends, and now the Rengar is all alone. He needs to try to run away against 4 to make a rain. Is slowing him down. The Cosmic Binding is not enough. Rengar flashes. No, not Rengar. Nobody flashed over the wall. I thought I saw a flash. There's going to be a belly slam over the wall, but the blue team, they're still chasing. Belly slam once again. The Q to cut off his escape route, but the Rengar is turning up with the damage. Is he going to have enough here to make it out? He's in the brush. He needs to pounce with something, but there is nothing. He will be killed out here by the Greg as he picks up a killing spree. He is very much ahead of his enemy top laner. Sylas is going for trades against the Malphite, but he's tanking 10 minions on top of all the damage that the Malphite can dish out, so that's not a good trade for him. He just loses so much of his health. The thing about buying Liandry is it leaves you squishy. Oh no! Did Lissandra misclick? Oh, that must have been a misclick. The Glacial Prison locks herself up instead of the Vi, but it doesn't even matter. She will be killed off here in the 1v3. Samira comes in as well to try to chase after Misfortune. It's not gonna happen. Cloud Drake spawning in 20 seconds. And there it is, she's coming up. Leona locks her up. The Temper Fate was not enough for the lockdown. He will place a portal and get away. There's going to be the flash blown to get away as well, but can the Samira make the chase? She cannot. Oh, unless Bar walks back, he's going to light the Samira on fire. Samira has to try to wipe out, but there is going to be a wall breaker coming in. Samira has no chance. She will be taken out. The Jack Solar Flare as well. The damage combo is landing. She has no way out. The Sylas kills her off as well. Red team once again gets punished in overextending into blue team's right side of the jungle. Bard is going to portal over, trying to make something happen. He's still sweeping out, trying to deny the vision, but it's all clear. Stay. The blue team is starting the dragon. Gragas goes for the combo onto Lissandra. She doesn't get to move. Combo from foe to death in one CC chain. And that's going to be the dragon secured by the blue team. They will take it away. That's going to be a perfectly even game state. One dragon to one dragon. 2 towers to 2 towers. 1 kill apart, but equal gold. Unless Misfortune just dies right here. Did she just give up? She started farming for no reason. The Seismic Shard not going to be enough for a kill. Malphite walked away. He thought he got it. He's going to come back and Unstoppable Force to slam her down. And that's going to be 1 more kill for the Malphite.
MF was so greedy.
So greedy. She just walks. She just heals, tries to walk away, and Malphite just ults her. Doesn't even matter. Goes still more or less completely even. 17 minutes into the game. Anyone's game at this point, really. Lissandra completes her 2 core items. She finishes the Ludens for burst and Xayahs for prolonged sustain, and that allows her to teamfight at a much scarier pace. The ability to be in prolonged stasis. Bard opening up for a sweep. He's going to clear a ward here. Lissandra up top, clearing the try, and there is the Bard. Has he been caught? He's put up a magical journey and gotten over the wall to make it rain. Will dissuade pursuers. That's going to get the Bard out of there. And now he's going back in for his ward clearing mission, but is it going to cost him his life? He cannot finish that pink. He has to try to walk away. Red team's 5-man strong. They're running it down mid. Misfortune goes for to make it rain, but now they have to pick somebody to sacrifice to the Rengar. It's like a horror movie. Horror movie has happened. Misfortune is the first to be killed. That solar flare lands nowhere. The Cask will go for the disengage, but it's still 5-man strong. They're chasing after 2. Unstoppable Force slams up 1. They get the Bard. It's gonna be 2 for nothing.
Pathing though.
That was weird pathing, but yeah, there was nowhere she could run. Although, yeah, I don't know. It was hard for the Misfortune to get out from there, but she probably shouldn't have been there to begin with. 19 minutes in, they are of course committing all 5 members to kill a Rift Herald because, nope, 4 members, because it is just that scary. For reference, any top laner with a Sunfires can solo kill Herald in like 30 seconds. You don't have to send everybody, but they are going to go for another fight. Vi will be killed off in mid-flight through the Assault and Battery. And the rest of the team fight breaks out. Sylas steals the unstoppable force, slams back into 2, but he's in the middle of it all. He can't get out. The Thrall blows up on absolutely nothing. It will chase after the Miss Fortune and explode on her. It's going to be a 3 for 2 at the end of that team fight. Rengar pops his ultimate, and there he is. He's coming around the side. The horror movie starts again. He pounces for the Miss Fortune, but he doesn't finish the job. The Solar Flare somehow hits that sweet spot from that angle. The Malphite gets overzealous, oversteps, and gets taken down by the Bard as well. And that's going to be a failed assassination from the Rengar. He doesn't kill the MF. And Red Team drops one additional body to even the score. It's going to be a 3 for 3 team fight at the end of it all. Rift Herald has gone away. Nobody took it. These Vision scores suck ass for being a 20-minute game in Diamond. Lysandro's plays 6 wards. Or disabled 6 wards. The Vision score is weird. Baron has spawned in his pit, the Rift Herald has gone away, which means now both teams are going to take a breather, try to strategize for their next moves. Dragon's up in a minute, that will likely be where the next scene of battle happens. They are setting a vision around Baron, which is interesting, because this is unlikely to be the place where they fight next. Neither team is in the position to do this Baron. Mountain Drake, 1 minute. And that Vision Ward plays down from the Lysandra. It just becomes free food for the Sylas. He's going to smack it away. Get the Blackout out of the pit. Rengar will ult on the Gragas. He may have overextended. The cask misses the Rengar, which means that the Rengar gets a free ticket onto killing the Fat Man. But the rest of the fight still breaks out anyway. Solar Flare drops onto complete stasis. Malphite teleports into the fight, but there is the Lysandra ultimate stolen by Sylas. He's going to root himself up. They're traded 1v1. Sylas wins it, but on the side, Malphite finally slams in. He kills off the Miss Fortune, but he is so low. Mike comes in with the wall breaker and kills him off. That's going to be a winning team fight for Blue. They get it. Taking 4 bodies down and only leaving 2 behind. Sylas is not done. He wants the ace. He might just get it. Petrified Burst is going out. Rengar needs to make it somewhere. No, he doesn't get the counter kill. Sarother's Grudge not save him. Sylas gets the ace. It's going to be a 2 for 5, which means that this Mountain Dragon goes their way. They found a winning team fight off the back of it. Beautiful steal by the Sylas to 1v1 out the Lysandra at the tail end of his burst. He's playing Lysandra better than Lysandra. Red Team furiously pinging onto the Baron, and Gragas is trying his best. Sylas over the wall. He is going to join the fight. A smooth knockback into the rest of the pit. The Scryer's Bloom gets killed on the other side. The Lysandra's going to teleport in. Blue Team sees this. Can they back off in time? Lysandra comes in, immediately runs south. She will freeze herself up to try to buy some time, but the cask disengage is strong. On the back, the portal in from the Bard. He joins the fight as well. The mid lane is not the mid lane. It's going to crush down the middle aisle here. 2 bodies instantly bursted down. The Vi locks everybody up with some misfortune. Rengar's finally going to come in to clean up the scene. He's going to get 1 immediately. The Duskblade reset is there. He's going to pounce on the next lowest target. He does get it, but the Assault Battery locks him up in the middle. Sylas steals the Unstoppable Force as well, keeping them all in the bullet time, and that's going to be a full ace coming out for the Blue Team yet again. Once again, a 5 for 2 team fight. Last time the reward was a Mountain Drake. This time the reward is so much bigger. They're going to get the Baron. Leona pings out the Sylas bounty. That is in fact a problem. 2 team fights now. He's stolen something key. Lysandra all stolen, Malphite all stolen. Those are some very high value things for him to take and just completely secure team fights. It was a bouncy house at the end. Between the Vi ult and the Sylas stolen Malphite ult, there's no chance you get out of bullet time. And of course, Miss Fortune going for Eclipse, maximizing the time you do, the damage you can do in short bursts. Muramana is completed on her as well. That's Muramana, right? Yeah. Along with the Collector. Now 24 minutes in, I will say Blue Team is most certainly ahead. Mostly off the back of 2 very dominant team fights. But it's up to red team to regroup here. They need to find a way to start taking fights again because they haven't been put in the best positions. This is not how you start a fight, getting a Samira caught out by a Sylas. She does find a target to rush back to, so she's going to be fine for now. 24.5 minutes in. Lissandra goes for the Q. Oh, Malphite gets spotted by the Bard. He's going to try to delay his entry into mid lane. The siege is starting, a cannon minion is shooting away, but just not at the tower until now. The next wave is here. Gragas' ultimate is up. Excuse me. Red team will lose their inner turret and mid. Lissandra ultimate is up. Sylas steals the Glacial Prison. He has the Lissandra all for this next team fight. That is going to be game changing. Gragas belly slams in. Is that going to be enough? Sidefire is keeping him topped up. He's ridiculously tanky right now. He hasn't been itemizing for MR at all. He's just been... Oh, that Kino Gem might be going to Visage or something, but he hasn't really dealt with the Lissandra. He is practically bulletproof against the Samira though. Rengar is strong enough and he has enough armor pin to just nuke down the Gragas through his stub if he doesn't have his W up. Sylas is going to go for the engage and self ultimate. There's the Leona locked out, the bullet time hitting basically only minions until the casks. It sends the Leona back. The Samira doesn't get Infernal Trigger off, and now it's a full route coming out from red team. Lissandra self-ults. GG is caught by the Leona. This might be the end of it all. That's gonna be a perfect ace. 26 minutes in. My name is Bard. True. GG Rengar, especially you are a beast. No matter how much I feed, I am a god. I'm not sure that's how you play Bard. I'm not sure feeding to win is ever a strat, but regardless, blue team off some brilliant late game fighting takes that over red team.